Hello explorers, welcome back. So, happy January 2nd of 2025. I realized after editing that video yesterday, and that's why it's in the title of the video, that I just hit my 2-year anniversary of being on YouTube for this channel. So, that's really exciting. I can't believe I have done 2 full year, like it's been 2 full years since I started my cash stuffing on YouTube. That is crazy to me. But one of my goals, 2 of my goals in 2025, as I mentioned, one is to hit 5,000 subscribers on YouTube, and 2 is to hit a 1K paycheck from YouTube. And how am I going to do that? Well, if I'm going to do that, I need to be consistent. So, my other goal, which I just made, is to try and post a video every single day. Every single day. YouTube is very much a platform where consistency is huge. I've noticed it, especially with pay. Like if I'm going to hit the 1K pay, then I need to have the content to get the hours, to get the ads, to get there. Plus, you never know which video is going to do well and take off and gain subscribers. I do gain a consistent number of subscribers on this channel, which is amazing. I mean, hitting over 3,000 subscribers in 2 years is mind-blowing to me. I certainly never expected that. Especially because I do keep this channel so separate from any of my other social media. It would be, I guess, kind of easy for me to promote this channel on my Instagram account where I do have 106,000 followers, or my TikTok where I've got almost 33,000 followers. And I could get some subscribers, I'm sure. Everybody? No, definitely not. It's 2 completely different topics. But I really keep them separate. I want this community over here to be authentic. I want it to stay a community. Because I love everybody that comments on my videos. I love all of the creators that I watch on here. I just love this community so much, and I don't want that to change. So that's why I don't promote this channel. I want it to get to the right people that want to see it and want to be a part of the community that has been built within cash stuffing on YouTube. So, because of that, I just let YouTube do its thing. I think YouTube's algorithm is wonderful, and it pushes the videos to the right people, and I rarely get negative comments. If I do, it's usually on a video that kind of took off and got pushed to the wrong people. So yeah. It's been fun. It's been really, really fun. I tell people all the time when they ask me, what's it like, being a creator? What's your favorite thing? And I always say YouTube is my passion. YouTube is my passion. Instagram pays my bills, but YouTube is my passion. And that goes for both of my channels. My travel channel is, if I could earn on my travel channel what I earn on Instagram, I would leave Instagram in a heartbeat. I really would. Well, that's wrong. I wouldn't leave it because I wouldn't give up that income. I mean, I've built it. I've done the work. I've put in the 7 years of being a creator over there. So I wouldn't give up that income, but I would definitely scale back big time because my YouTube channels are my babies. They are what I truly enjoy doing. I love filming these videos every day. I love it. The only reason I get upset about not having enough money sometimes is because I know that means that I might not get to film, and I truly enjoy filming these videos. I look forward to it. It's never a chore for me. And then my travel videos, they're my favorite. Sometimes they're not always fun to film. Sometimes it's like, oh, I just want to enjoy it. I don't want to have to film everything. But I'm learning how to find a balance in that. And I think Cancun was the perfect reset for us, and it really tested us. We got to do 3 different resorts. And so we really kind of honed in on our filming style, and Really, really enjoyed it. The filming there. Because we got to film when we wanted to. And if we didn't film, there were several times that we just didn't want to film. And so we didn't. And with vlog style, if we don't film it, it's not like you guys know it's missing. Because we just simply don't show it. And that's kind of the fun thing about it is you don't feel like you have to film 24/7 because you don't. You guys only see what we choose to film, and we only choose to film when we want to film. Because if we had to film everything, and we probably weren't always wanting to, it would come across in the video that way. So, yeah, that kind of went off on a tangent that had nothing to do with anything. But with that being said, I do have to film every day. I shouldn't say have to because I want to. I'm trying to film every day. I don't have a ton of cash because the bank's not open today. Which is totally fine because I need to get my finances fixed. So the issue is I made a ton in November. I had a bunch, as you guys know, I was only home 3 days in November. I made a good amount of money in November with partnerships. I only signed one thing in December. However, all of those November ones were due to be paid out in December, except two. Two of them are supposed to get paid in January, which is totally fine. They're not even big ones, they're actually very small ones. Except of all of those, 20% paid. Yeah. Literally 20% paid. So I'm still waiting on the other 80%. And the problem with that is while I know I have this money, I have money sitting in my bank account, I don't want to touch it. Or I haven't wanted to touch it because I didn't know when that other 80% was going to show up, since it is at this point late. So it makes me nervous to touch the money that's in my account, because if that money doesn't show up by the time my bills are due, then I can kind of be put in a situation. So that's why I've been cash stuffing very, very sparingly. Each day that it gets closer to paying out, I'm like, okay, we're good. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're getting closer to them paying out. My manager did tell me that all of the brands that have not paid have said that they are being processed, and I will have them. So that's good news. Typically, if a brand is going to completely mess up your pay, they will just completely ghost you and not even respond to you until they're ready to pay. So the fact that she's heard from all of them is great. So we can start kind of fixing the things right now. I've been holding off on sending any money to high yields because, again, just in case I need that money for bills, I haven't wanted to do that. And that's kind of where things stood for December. But plus side, I did find my paper. I told you guys I couldn't find the paper that went into this. I found it. I shouldn't say found because clearly I didn't look for it before, because it was literally just in my cabinet with my other cash stuffing stuff. I have two cabinets of cash stuffing. I have one, and they're on complete opposite ends of each other. I have one that keeps all of the stuff for my videos and whatnot, and then I have one that has random cash stuffing things from my storage unit that I haven't looked at in months. And of course it was in that side, because the one that's directly above me is where I keep my pens, my scratch off binder or books, my dice, all of that kind of stuff. The other one is a Mod Podge of random stuff. It's got some Nintendo Switch games. It's got really, really random stuff. But we are going to figure out, this video is going to be very all over the place. I'm sorry that we are 9 minutes in and I haven't done anything yet. But this video is going to be all over the place because we're going to kind of be touching on a lot of stuff. And I haven't really planned anything out. So, there's that. Alright, so we're going to call this January paycheck number 1, even though obviously it's a paycheck that came at the beginning of December. It's just and this is not when I say paycheck, it doesn't necessarily mean that this was a specific paycheck from one brand. It could be a half of a paycheck from a brand. It could be it could technically be 3 different brands combined. I don't disclose how much each brand pays me because of NDAs. So while you guys know how much money I have coming in general, you don't necessarily know what each brand pays or anything like that because that is covered under my NDA. But today we're going to cash stuff. Let's see, how much should we do? Let's not cash stuff. I'm sorry. We're going to budget. Let's budget 20. How much should we do? There's $26.87 in my bank account. I have $141 in cash. So should we do the $28.28? I don't really know. Let's do $2,500 and see where we go. So we're gonna budget $2,500. We're gonna start off with bills. Again, I don't have any of this planned at all. So we're gonna start with bills. Can you guys see that? Let me bring it down some. Okay, we're gonna start with bills. First thing we have is my very first bill that's due, let me see, is my manager. And I do get a discount for the next 3 months on my manager, so that's nice. It's saving me actually quite a bit of money. And so for the next 3 months, I owe her $495 a month. We are going to fully pay that because that is due tomorrow. So we are paying, I'm just going to put full instead of putting like $495 out of $495. So this is what the bill total is. This is how much we're paying. And then over here, I usually put how much we have in total out of the total. But right now, because all the bills are like literally due this week, we're going to be paying them in full. So let's put $2,500 on the calculator minus $495. Actually, let's not do that. Let's do $495 plus. Next we're going to pay the campsite. So that is my site spot, my camp spot, I guess you call it. We're just going to call it campsite. And that is $788. We are going to pay $788. So we're going to pay that in full. And then the next one due is my RV insurance. And it is like, I think it went down. I think it's like $75 now. It went down like $10 a month, which is crazy. Because I was paying $84 and some change. And now it went down like a little over $10, which is nuts. However, we're going to go ahead and put that it's $100 because I pay the RV insurance with the credit card. So rather than paying the $74 or $75 that's due, I'm going to pay $100. What I do is I will transfer $100 to the credit card, like make a $100 payment to the credit card, and then I'll pay the RV insurance, which is only like $74, $75. So we're just putting an extra $25 on the credit card, which is great. We're putting overage on there. We love doing that. So that is going to be considered full. And then I think that's all we're going to do for bills for right now, because then we have more bills due, but I'm hoping that other payment checks can come through before then. So totals. In total, we are putting in $495 plus $788 plus $100, $1,383, which means I shouldn't have put all these lines here. I brought them down too far. Remaining, we have $1,117. Okay. So now for cash envelopes, we are going to have groceries, gas, buffer, Do we have any others now? Let's see. Groceries, gas, buffer. Nope. Okay. So groceries, gas, and buffer. Groceries, let's put $2.50 in there. Gas, let's see. How much do we have in gas currently? 50, 65, 66. Let's put 75 in gas. Yeah, let's do 75 in gas. And then buffer. How much do we have in buffer currently? 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 75, 85, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. So we have $100 in buffer. Let's go ahead and put $50 in buffer. All right. You know what I just realized is that I'm going to pull that out. Okay. Buffer. What am I doing here? All right. So total, we're going to do $375 here. So remaining, we had 1,117 minus the $375 we just spent in cash envelopes. So we have $742 left. Trying to decide if I want to, that's a lot. Do I want to go ahead and fully fund another bill? What is the next bill? The next bill that's due is the RV itself. And I always pay $700. It's $684.22. I pay the $684.22 to the RV, and then I round up to $700 and put that remaining $1,578 into a high yield. I was paying it on the RV, but they were putting that towards interest, so I stopped doing that until we can get enough to have an extra payment and just make an extra payment. So we don't have enough to fund the next bill. So I don't know what I want to do. Maybe let's just leave it like that for right now. So for challenges, we're going to put, we'll put 600 towards challenges. So now remaining, we have 142, and that is going to be rollover. So that's what I'm going to leave in my bank account. Because again, I don't want to completely deplete it. Normally I would do a zero-based budget, which means we would assign everything. The only reason I'm not doing that is because, again, not all my bills have been paid yet, and I'm waiting on paychecks, but I can't guarantee when they're going to come because they technically are late as of right now. So rather than putting this in with challenges, this is just kind of giving us, it's almost like an additional buffer. It's going to just stay in the account. Once those bills are paid and those other paychecks have come through, then I can assign it somewhere. But let's go ahead and do this. So here's how we're going to do this. This is going to be kind of a mess, I'm sure. Here's my binder. Obviously, a lot of that money is technically in my bank account, but I do have some cash. So what we're going to do is put some cash out and put some grab some prop bills. This is why I should technically, like, figure this out beforehand, but I don't, so it's fine. So here's the prop money. We're just going to set it off to the side. All right, so first things first. My manager is going to get paid directly out of my bank account, so I don't even think I have a thing in here for her. I do not. I should. Let me write that on here. Okay. So I owe her $4.95. I'm going to pay that directly out of my bank account. But before that, 1, 2, 3, 4. Obviously, I'm not going to put cash in here. That would be silly to go get cash only to turn around and then have to deposit again. So $4.50, $4.70, $4.90, $4.95. And this way I know, hey, $4.95 that's in your bank account is for your manager. And then once I pay that, I will pull it out of here. Campsite. Same thing. That's going to come out of the bank account. That is $788. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. $750. $770. $780. $785. 86, 87, 88. So $788. So, same thing. Once I make that payment, I will pull it out of here. RV insurance, same thing. We're just going to put... And this will actually help me with RV insurance because when I go to pay it, I'll remember that I allocated 100, not just the 74 that it is, so that I know, because otherwise I don't always do that. I don't always put $100 in. Let me lift this up so you guys can see better. All right, but obviously now we need to put some cash in these. So groceries is going to be cash, $250. Now here's where the problem comes in. I don't have $250 in cash. So what am I going to do? This is where I said it's going to be a little confusing. Let's skip groceries first and go to buffer. Buffer's getting $50. So 20, 40, 50 for buffer. So now buffer should have 150. 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 5, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. So 150 in buffer. I do need to put 75 in gas, which I do not have $75 sitting here. Here's what we're going to do. These are the completed challenges from the month of December that have not been reallocated or have not been put in yet. I have been waiting because, again, I told you I didn't want to transfer money to the high yield until I knew that I wouldn't need this money for other potential bills. Obviously, my bills are always going to be the most important thing. I'm still not going to do all of this. But what I'm going to do is, this is a $100 challenge that was completed. The $100 is there. So I'm going to go on my phone right now, and I'm going to transfer $100 to the UK high yield, because that will be this $100 challenge. So where is it? I forgot that I combined the UK and the France because they're going to be the same trip now. So we're going to hit transfer. We're going to transfer from my bank account into there. It's going to be $100. And I'm going to put in the memo that it was the Gringotts UK $100 challenge. Okay, so now that has pulled that $100 that I allocated in my bank account for... I was only supposed to do 75. Okay, anyways, I have now done this one. So now I have $100. No, I was supposed to do 100. So now I have $100 that I can use because this money has already been put where it needed to go. So that frees up that 100 for me, that cash. And this is also how you avoid going to the bank 5 million times. But still, Okay, now let's do it this way. So now I have the 75 that's needed for gas. So let's move these aside. We're going to put 50, 75. So now in gas, we have 50, 100, 120, 130, 140, 141 for gas. And that is more than a gas full tank for me. My tank is usually about 110-ish. Okay, groceries needs 250. Again, we do not have $250 over here. What are we going to do? There's 120 here in Disney cards. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to transfer $120 into, that is going into the France because that was finished for Lennox's birthday. So I'm going to make a transfer. And I do these as separate transfers so that I can keep track of where this money came from because you are able to put a memo. And I get asked this every time. I use Capital One for all of my high yields. So I'm going to put in $120. And I'm going to put that this was Disney cards for $120. And then slide. So that is now, I'm not going to show you guys my bank accounts. Well, I always forget I have to lower the brightness. I'm going to show you my bank accounts, but you can see that it is going into the France account and it's $120. It says your transfer has been scheduled. That's because the bank isn't open today. So we've just freed up this $120. Still don't have $250 though. So now we're going to go into, I'm not going to do Japan because if I had to pull money from something, Japan would be the first one that I would take money from since trip is not like right there. Like it's not coming up. It's coming up but not until June, whereas this one's in April. So this one is going to be the least, like the absolute last one I want to take money from. So this one's 100. We've got the 100 in cash. We're going to put it back here and we're going to turn around and transfer that 100. Figured if I was going to do this stuff anyways, I might as well show you and kind of walk you through in case, because I know these are questions that I had when I was starting out. Like, how do people do this? What do they mean by funding their own, like, cash stuffing? Like, bankrolling for themselves? This is it. So that's $100 into the France high yield. And we are going to put that this was the Canada scratch off for $100. And then slide to confirm. Your transfer request is, your transfer has been scheduled, $100 from Chase to France. So now we know, now we should have enough. So we've got 100, 200, 220, 240, 250. $250. Kind of want to switch some. Yeah, let's switch it. So we're going to switch because I don't want to spend this 100. So let's do 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. And we'll put that in buffer. Just because buffer is like a last resort, not a I want to buy this, so let's take it from buffer kind of thing. So it doesn't get spent as often. Let's swap out one of these 10s for some 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Were those all 1s? Yes, they were. Saw that there's some $2 bills in there. So now we have $250 in grocery. Hope this makes sense. But now we have officially done all of this. The $50 went into buffer. The $75 went into gas. The $250 went into grocery. For campsite, we put in placeholders, and I will make that payment. For my manager, we put in $495 in placeholders, and I will make that payment. And then for RV insurance, we put in $100 in placeholders, and I will make that payment. So now, we're probably thinking, well, Brianna, you said you were going to do $600 in challenges, and you haven't pulled 600. You would be correct, I have not. So, rather than going to the bank and pulling out $600 in challenges, let's move this out. Or $600 for challenges, which I still will go to the bank because I need to get some 1s. We still have all of these. So let's go ahead and do these. Or what we can, at least. So this one is 75 into Honeydukes. Or from Honeydukes. 25, 35, 45, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is 75 going to challenges. And same thing, I'm going to make that transfer. And is there a faster way for me to do this? Yes, absolutely. I could have done this way faster, but I know if I do it any other way, I tend to make mistakes. And then I'm sitting there waiting for things to clear, trying to figure out what the heck I did. So for me, it's just easier to go one by one, funding each thing individually. Because then I can keep detailed notes, and then you're just not making the mistakes. So $75 going into, again, the UK one, and that is Honeydukes for 75. And we're going to slide that over. This one is 250. This is going into Japan. We have 1, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 92, 10, 20, 30, 5, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. So we do in fact have $250. So $250. And then I'm going to show you something that I did. This is what I mean by making mistakes. Let's handle this first. So that $250. And also, now this money is going where it needs to go. Because sometimes it doesn't always happen. So we're now going into the Japan High Yield. I'm transferring over $250. And I'm going to put Ren Tokyo for $250. So I know which one it is because I have quite a few. Okay, and that is transferred. But, you guys, there's more money in here than just $325 because we only needed $375 to fill the cash envelopes. And this... Hold on, what did I do? I don't know. Nope, we're good. We're good. Never mind. Ignore that. Alright, so now we're going to do this one, which is 100 from Liz. So we've got 100 there. So we're going to make another transfer of $100. And that is for Liz. We'll just put Cat Sushi. Cat Sushi for 100. Slide to confirm. Awesome. 425 we're at. Here's where I realized I forgot something. So rather than making this 600, we're actually going to adjust this. We were going to do 600 into challenges. We are not. We're going to leave it at 425. Because... so we had 742 minus 425. So we actually have 317 left here. The reason for this is I forgot I need to purchase my CD ladder. So I'm going to make that a line item on my budget. I need to purchase a CD ladder for $250. So now the remaining that's staying in my account will be 67. So, that's actually something I think I want to add. I think from now on, I'm going to add it here. So that I never forget it. Monthly CD. I know sometimes I do challenges for it, sometimes I don't, but that way when I do the challenges, they can get stuffed into here. So that I know what I have. And that way if they don't get stuffed, they're in here with my bills that I know it's something that I need to account for. All right. This one we have not taken care of yet. This is all of the money from Ding Ding Ding. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, so it's going to go back into the bag with completed challenges until I know where I'm going to put that money. So that is that. I hope this helped. I hope it didn't confuse you guys more. So yeah, now all this money will go into cash stuffing. I know there's a little more than the $425 here because I did already have some cash. You guys saw me put cash in here. That was cash that I already had for cash stuffing. So, oh, I dropped my bag. We're going to put it in here. So yeah, that is that. I do want to get a little bit done today. I don't necessarily want to do $150 worth today though. Let me clean up this mess just a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit. That is taken care of. We'll just put it up there for right now. I don't need my pen. I don't know if you guys enjoy these kind of videos, but with me trying to post every day, I'm not necessarily going to be cash stuffing every single day. So I'm just, I am committing to posting content every day. But we are going to do a little bit of cash stuffing. So actually what I'm going to do is pull this money back out. I shouldn't have put it away. I'm not going to do a full 125. This video also wasn't really about cash stuffing. It was more about budgeting and you guys getting to see like the absolute chaos that goes on behind the scenes. So that if you're here for the entertainment purposes of cash stuffing, you probably won't enjoy this video. If you're here because you're trying to learn the way that I was, I'm hoping that this helps. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go in and go to gas and get a gas one done because I do want to see if I can get one of these done like every video. New Hampshire. Because I really am pushing to try and get this done, you guys. As soon as I get this done, then I can start working on the 2025 challenges. Alright. Average. If I can spell average, that would be great. New Hampshire. $2.92. I really expected the New England states to have higher gas prices. I don't know, I guess I think of like the Hamptons and stuff, and I really expect it to be expensive. Give me 1 second. Yeah, okay, so what did I say? Oh my gosh, what did I say that was? $2.92, so $29. 25, 6, 7, 8, 9. $29. So I wanted to get that one. Ooh, I'll break my envelope. And I am sold out of these. I don't know if I'm going to bring them back or not. I don't think I am. I really wanted to do something else for them. You guys know every time I've brought them back, I've kind of done something different. So we're going to put this in with the completed ones. And that is that. Let's see. Then I want to go into Tokyo and Pink, put in $5, But let me see, let's condense this. Let's take a 50. 10, 15, 20, 5, 30, 5, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. 55, right? 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, okay. Yeah, let's condense this because I'm going to need this change for cash stuffing anyways. And that way I don't have to go get it. So we have 55 in there. I didn't grab the binder down. Give me 1 second. Okay. All right, so we're going to get one done in here. And this is Tokyo in Pink from Jen at Teach Save Travel. So now there's $60 in this one. So there's that one. I wasn't going to do one in... Wrong binder. I have learned to always have all of my binders just in case. Wasn't going to do one in here, but I realized if I'm going to be putting money into Japan, I should really be putting money into the UK too. So let's go ahead and do one on here. $13. Okay. So 10, 11, 12, 13. Can we condense this into 50? 10, 20, 30, 40, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 80, 1, 2. All right, let's do 50. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Because I think I counted the ones wrong. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. So I'm not going to do 20s because I don't have that many of them, and I always need those for the gas envelopes. So we're going to do 32. Actually, 32, look at that. All right, so now we have $82 in this one. That way we put at least a little bit into here because we're not really cash stuffing a whole lot into this right now. We really should be though, because that trip is creeping up on us. But we'll do a full cash stuffing maybe tomorrow, because I don't have anything else that I need to like budget or anything, so I think we can do a full cash stuffing tomorrow. But let's do one more thing. Told you guys this video is going to be all over the place. I just want to get the like mandatory ones. We are in the first week of January, which means I do need to get another one of these. I was caught up for the end of the year, but if I want to stay on track, I need to be doing one of these a week. Ooh, $15. Okay, I was fully expecting to scratch this and not fulfill it today. But that is perfect. 10 and 15. And that is going towards my hurricane fund. I want to have this completely done by hurricane season so that if we have to evacuate, because we do live in an RV. So going on our side is the fact that we live in Central Florida, so we don't get hit as hard with hurricanes here. Going against us is the fact that we live in an RV, so we're a little more temperamental and a little more sensitive to hurricanes. So we did have to evacuate once this year. We went up to Pensacola because it was coming straight at Central Florida. So glad we did. So that really opened my eyes to the fact that I need a hurricane fund. This was gifted to me by my friend Lauren Thomas. And it's a rainy day fund, but I thought it was perfect to be a hurricane fund. So, we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 1. Yay. Now we've got some 20s. 10, 20, 30, wait. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 92. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 85. $285. Ooh, that is so exciting. I will get this in a high yield eventually. Maybe when it gets to like 500. Because I'm afraid if it goes into a high yield, I might have to try. I'll remember that I have it, and then when something comes up, I might need it. I keep forgetting it's in here, so for right now, I think it's perfect to just have it in here. So, that is that, and that is all the cash stuffing we're going to do today. So all of this is going to go back into the cash stuffing pouch for the cash stuffings for this week. So, that's all I have for you guys today, and I will see you back here tomorrow. Let me know in the comments if you guys liked this kind of video. I know they're not going to be all the time, but you know, it is what it is. So until next time, bye.